everyone, Craft Scrappery Beauty here, back with another layout process video. I'm working with this cut file and I'm doing this layout for the My Scrappy Life monthly virtual crop. The March theme is Lucky You, and I'm in charge of the monthly cut file challenge. You can see here. So I'm going ahead and I cut that out on my Cricut, and then I went ahead and put some gesso down on my white paper and set it aside so that it could have time to dry. And now I'm just going through some odds and ends. These are some scraps I have from the It's a New Day and Kaleidoscope collections from Hip Cake Club, and I'm just kind of picking out some different pieces to fill in the letters on the background. I also pulled some from Bloom Street, as well as another collection from Paige Evans. That's what I was looking through in those books there. And so I'm pulling out these papers, and these are the papers I'm going to use to back the cut file. So as you can see here, I laid down my cut file. I traced around each letter with a pencil. And then that way I could go back and cut out each letter. Due to the magic of filming, I will go through a couple letters and then you'll see me cut to it being completed. So here, just going over the R. And like I said, I felt like this was a fun way to use this cutout. I wanted to do white as the frame, but I also knew I wanted a white background. So I said, how can I add color? Okay, let me fill in the letters. There you go, see? And so now it's filled in with the different designer papers. And now I'm going to work on my background. So I told you I would put down some gesso because I'm going to do some mixed media here. And I took out my picked raspberry and wilted violet, and I mixed those two together, and it wasn't quite the color I wanted for the pink. I wanted it a little more reddish, so I added in some candied apple. And these are all Distress Oxides. So I'm adding some water in, and I'm going to mix these, get the color I wanted. I wanted it to kind of match some of the darker colors on the background of the cut file. And so I'm just starting to kind of lay this down. I'm pretty sloppy with it. I wanted it to look kind of messy, even though it was kind of planned. And you can see I put some splatters down, and I'm just trying to make a big... I wanted the two pink spots to be diagonal from each other, two across. And you can kind of see my pencil marks on the paper. That's where I laid down the cut file, just to kind of eyeball where I wanted the cut file to go on my page, so I knew where to add in my different mixed media and splatters. So once I finish up with this pink, I kind of, keep playing with it, adding in a little bit more, and then I clean up and I move on to the bluish color. And I looked through my Distress Oxides, and I didn't really have anything that I felt like would work really well. So I went ahead and I pulled out a Stampin' Up! Ink pad. And this is Stampin' Up's, one of their new in colors. And you can see I'm just kind of cleaning up right now. And this one is called Starry Sky. So I'm just putting that down on my plastic board and adding water to it. And then I come in again and just diagonal across on the paper where I wanted them, the different spots. And this, I really like this blue color. It's kind of a bluish purple, which is exactly what I wanted. It worked really well with the pattern papers that I chose. I hope you guys are having fun. I know I'm the first challenge of the weekend, So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I won't be able to be live this weekend, except I am doing the welcome message on Saturday, but my daughters have softball tournament, so I am out of town for the weekend, so I won't get to scrapbook with you guys, and that stinks. I always enjoy these weekends, so I hope you guys have a great weekend and get a lot done. After I clean up the Starry Sky ink, or Starry Sky ink, I come in with, I believe it was Spice Marmalade. It's an orange color from Distressed Oxide, and it wasn't quite the color I wanted, but I went ahead and I worked with it first, and I put that down. I'm just kind of cleaning in between that, making sure that all my materials are clean and ready to go for the next color. Sorry, I'm kind of off camera as I was cleaning. So yeah, I put down some Spice Marmalade, and I was like, okay, let's try this. It looked good on the whiteboard. You can see it right there on the hardboard. Added some water, and I started adding it onto the paper, and I quickly realized this was not the orange that I wanted. So I went ahead and I, made my spots and kept trying to play with it to see if I could get it to darken up. I wanted it brighter, and it just wasn't really working how I wanted it to, so I kind of looked at it and I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. So I went to my Stampin' Up! Stamps again, and I grabbed Pumpkin Pie, which is a very vibrant orange. You can see it there on the whiteboard. It's really bright. And I came in and I really brightened up that orange color on the background. And you can see I'm just adding it in some different spots. And then I come up to the top right-hand corner and I add in up there a little bit. And I just have this Stampin' Up! Background paper down, making sure I keep my desk clean. And once I knew I was doing mixed media, I knew I wanted to put something down for it. And now it's kind of looking a lot better. I'm liking that orange a lot more now. So I go ahead and I clean up this. And I kind of went back and forth with what I had. And I decided on another Stampin' Up! Stamps pad. And this one is Parakeet Party. It's a very vibrant light lime orange. And I do the same thing with it. Just come in adding water and adding spots to diagonal from each other. So bottom and to top. And most of this is honestly going to end up being mostly covered up, but I knew I wanted to add something to the white background to just really help this cut file have a look to it. So I'm just going in, adding a little bit more color, darkening it up just a tad bit. And it looks like I'm done with the green, so I go ahead and clean that up. And I start adding on some dimensional tape. So I actually just use 3M Scotch tape. It is foam tape. I have a big roll of it from Amazon. So I was just cutting those pieces down. And I went ahead and through video was able to go ahead and jump forward and go ahead and lay that background down. In that time, I also backed my photo, as you can see there. And so now everything is on foam tape and it's put down. And so now I'm just going through and picking out the pieces that I'm going to use. These embellishments are from previous Hip Kit Club collections. It's a New Day, and I believe the other one is Kaleidoscope. I'm looking, sorry. This one is It's a New Day, It's a New Day, It's a New Day. Maybe they're all It's a New Day. Yeah, it looks like most of them are all from It's a New Day. So I'm just kind of going in and adding in some different little pieces. I really wanted to use this little hedgehog. I thought it was so cute, but it really didn't have anything to do with the picture. And for those of you that I didn't really show the picture, so of course the cut file says create a life you love. And the picture is of my daughters and their two best friends, and they're all in my craft room with me. And I was online crafting with friends, and they wanted to hang out in my craft room with me the whole time. And I just love that. I love that my daughters, even though they're older and they have friends over, they still want to hang out with me. So I felt like it just really worked with the saying, the title there, Craft a Life You Love, because I really do love that they want to spend time with me. So I'm just going through the ephemera pack. I picked out a couple tags and a feather that is multicolored. And I knew I wanted to use this cup with the colored pencils up there at the top. So I kind of laid that out. And I'm just kind of going through, seeing what all I have. I use these little clear trays from, they're kind of like serving trays. I get them from the Dollar Tree. And I love to, when I get a collection that I'm working with, I just love to put all the pieces in there. So then I have them all in one spot and I can kind of look through and see what I'm looking for or find what I need. And I think I'm just flipping through that stuff. And then I was like, oh yeah, I have some stickers and some chipboard pieces. Let me get those out as well. So I'm kind of starting to figure out where I want things, placing them down. And now I'm starting to glue the tags and stuff down. This was our spring break week this week, so I got to spend a lot of time in my craft room this week, which I really loved. We've been working on cards and just been kind of working on different projects that I needed to get done. So I'm hoping that you guys get a chance to do that this weekend as well. After me is going to be the Instagram Inspired Challenge. So I believe that is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Miranda will be posting that. I'm coming in with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, adding it to the back of the record player so that it kind of pops up off the edge there, off the bottom of the paper. And I'm placing that down, and I believe now oh, nope, I'm working right up there above the picture. And I ended up just only using the flower. But I did get the little tag, and I got a stamp pad out, and I went ahead and added the stamp or the date to that little tag right there, that little tab, and I put that above the picture. And I add that flower down kind of at the corner of the picture, top right hand corner of the picture as well. My hands are covered in ink here, you can see from doing the splatters in the background. This layout took me quite a while, I think, just because of all the cutting and just letting things dry and just kind of different little aspects of it. It definitely was one of my longer layouts, but I actually just love the way it turned out. I couldn't have been happier. So you can see I kind of play with this little raccoon that's behind the package. And I'm like, do I want to use it? And then I remembered, I went to, you can see here, I'm flipping through all the stickers and chipboard pieces and stuff. And I went to Hobby Lobby this week. And I went in there just to get some envelopes for some cards that I had made. And man, were they having a awesome clearance in the scrapbooking paper craft area. And I end up finding, and you'll see here in a minute, I take them out. I think I'm maybe pulling out something else first to look at it. But I end up finding these La Petites dimensional stickers, and they're very like Visco Girl-ish. You can see them right there, and they had a little clearance on them. I think I paid like $1.40 for them, or $1.49 or something. And so I end up using a lot of those because I was like, it's just very fitting for the girls with their sleepover with their friends, and kind of what they were doing. They were like making jewelry and playing with the clay that I used to make my clay jewelry. So I'm still kind of deciding, what am I going to use? Looking through the different sticker sets and everything from this collection. I really have enjoyed this collection. It's been one of my favorites. I put that little best friend sticker beside, and I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what happened to it. So yeah, I didn't end up using it, unfortunately. And now you can see I'm opening this sticker set from Hobby Lobby that I got for clearance. And I was like, oh, that little bag with the makeup and the sunglasses, that is super cute. The little cell phone, I love that. So I ended up pulling up several pieces from there and adding those in. Just little areas. You can see I'm about to start pulling those. Just getting those little flowers down. Thought I'd already done that. Guess not. And on this little like craft cup, storage cup thing, I added some dimensionals so that it would pop up and be kind of almost the same height as the background cut file there. And I kind of feel excited that I'm scrapbooking a picture that's been so recent. This was from earlier, just this year. I normally don't scrapbook that quickly, but I did love this photo. And once I saw the cut file, I kind of thought about, what can I scrapbook for this? And then that picture just stuck out to me. You can see there I added that good vibes right onto the picture. There's the little cell phone I told you about. I put some scrunchies up there. Oh, those are like little necklaces, which is like kind of what they do when they have sleepovers. They always want to make necklaces and stuff. So I thought those were cute. Those are the little scrunchies right there. So I just added in a little bit of these pieces and wanted to make sure I had a few accents on there. I'm going to do my journaling right there on that tag. I don't do it on the on camera, but you can see it in the still shots. And I just wrote that, like, when becoming a mom, this was the life I had imagined, having the girls and their friends in my craft room hanging out with me while I craft. So, and that's how I kind of look at it. I love getting to spend time with them. So the layout's pretty much done now, and you'll see the still shots in just a moment. I hope you guys have a really fun weekend, and I will catch you next time. Bye.